Well, welcome to Caracas, Venezuela. Welcome the Virgin Islands. It's Group F, round 2 of the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. And Venezuela in an incredibly strong position. Sit 5-1. One of 3 teams that dominate this group. Here's the schedule of games in the Group F. Canada and Brazil start in an hour's time. Dominican Republic and Chile will wrap things up. And it's 6:30 local time here in Caracas. And Virgin Islands, who you've got to say have done really well to reach the second round, find themselves in a 2-4 position. Top 3 teams guaranteed qualification for the World Cup, which is in just over 350 days' time. Best placed 4th team will also join them, but getting those top 3 spots is where you want to be if you want to make it to China. This time next year, we'll be in the full throw of the FIBA World Cup. Well, the Virgin Islands being introduced to pretty much silence here in Caracas. Going to get a lot noisier now as the home team are going to be introduced to the fans who stand to welcome Venezuela to the floor. Standing ovation for this team that's had a tremendous first round. Split games with Brazil and led the group on the head-to-head with the Brazilians. Gregory Vargas, first man out, made the trip back from France to take his place in this national team. Well, 8 victories should secure you a place. Guaranteed secure you a place in China next year. So only 3 wins from 6 games is all this Venezuelan team need. And no better place to start than at home in front of a packed arena. Did a really nice job defensively in the first round group. Venezuela really did build their wins around a really solid defensive effort, very athletic, and make it hard for any team to get the shots they want.
Con mucho respeto, himno nacional de Islas Vírgenes.
So we'll now have the national anthem starting with the Virgin Islands.
A continuación,
And now the
himno
national anthem
nacional de la
of
República
Venezuela.
Bolivariana de Venezuela, nuestro gloria al bravo pueblo.
Our players will meet, exchange mementos of this second round World Cup qualifier. Here's the third team on the floor, the three officials. Mr. Salazar from Uruguay, from Argentina, Mr. Sanchez from Uruguay, and Mr. Malgajo from Colombia. Here's the roster for the Virgin Islands, only 10 players on the roster for Coach Colon. This team had no problem putting the ball in the hoop in the first round, averaging 85 points a game. The trouble was they had the problems at the other end, a little undersized with lineups, gave up 98 points a game. That's their issue. Here's the starting lineup. Walter Hodge has a reputation around the world as a player that really can score, has really had an impact in Europe. Currently finds himself with Capitanas de Arecibo. Here's the roster for Venezuela. Fernando Duro has really formed this team into a really very, very strong defensive unit. Only gave up 61 points a game in their assault on the top of their group in round one. Jose Vargas really does set the heartbeat for this team. Coach Colon from the Virgin Islands, vastly experienced, knows his way around Europe, like world basketball. And Fernando Duro, well, has done a marvelous job with his Venezuelan lineup. Individual talent never questioned, but he's made this team really commit to a defensive philosophy that has really seen them progress with ease in the first round. And a big, big win over Brazil. And literally won that group on the head-to-head battle and find themselves on the verge of qualification for China. Well, first round of game two, Virgin Islands have got a chance to get involved in the mix for qualification. But it's how much defense the Virgin Islands can play. How well can they rebound, because they've had real issues taking care of the defensive glass against a Venezuelan team that plays with a passion and the hard work ethic that this team has. That could be a real factor as this game develops. Tough place to start your campaign on the road here in Caracas. But that's what the Virgin Islands are faced with. They should be on a real high, real positive. They make it to the second round of the World Cup. There are plenty of teams who did not make it this far. They need a relentless performance for 40 minutes. No doubt they'll be able to play with Venezuela for parts of this game, but how long can they do? So welcome to Caracas. Uniform colors a little similar. With the Virgin Islands with the purple uniform, turn it over. First easy two on the break, and Venezuela turn defense into offense and tick it over straight away. Hodge will get things into the half court. Little mishandle. Oh, blocked. And again, they're off to the races. 4-on-2 break. Should be an easy two. Just have to finish, and they do. And Virgin Islands a little bit shocked, a little bit shell-shocked in this first minute here. Got to slow down, spend some time with the ball. And they take a tough one off the glass, and it's that's not going to reset the possession. Coach Galano will just want them to spend some time with the ball, try and work to get a shot they want. End line possession. Milligan will inbound. Gonna have to take the early one off the glass. Is no good. And again, Venezuela off to the races. Everybody commits to the break. Great pass ahead. Whistle on the play. And Colomares just beat everybody down the floor. And whatever Coach Duro has said to these guys in the locker room, they're really putting it on the floor for him right now. Packed house here in Caracas. And Nestor Colomares on the free throw line. Two from two, perfect start for Venezuela. 2 from 2 from the floor, 2 from 2 from the line. They lead it 6-0, and the Virgin Islands haven't run an offense, or haven't really got into anything yet. As I said before the game, this Virgin Island team can score. They go upstairs and they throw it down in transition. Smith just got on the end of the break. Great little lead pass by Hodge. And that's the way to settle the nerves. Oh, long time. Line up the three as a short defensive rebound is collected by Laron Smith. He's having a nice start to the game. Sideline pick. And they pop it. Jones has it outside, and it just ripped away. 3-on-1 break. And they blow the layup, but they stay with the play, and Vargas gets the two. And you can see the problem that the Virgin Islands had. Their transition defense poor. Venezuela getting more people down the floor, getting a numerical advantage. Pick and roll, slice through. Hodge with a flow dart, doesn't get the draw. And Venezuela finally have it. Julian looks inside. Ruiz has it knocked away. Balls, he's on the floor. Great commitment. Just tremendous effort by Miguel Luez. It'll be a possession arrow favoring Venezuela. Virgin Islands will quickly go to the bench as Khalid Hart checks in. Jones will sit. And quite rightly, maybe a possession or so, a little later than you'd expect. Virgin Islands will take the time out. They've got to sort this out, refocus, just calm down more than anything else. If they don't have anything in transition, spend some time with the basketball.
Miren que si queda mismatch, ahora, después, ni perdemos el tiempo, 5 bajo.
Well, everybody's getting in on the act of the 5 guys that have been on the floor. 4 guys have scored. In transition, largely. They go high-low. Can't get the finish. Tough shot by Calamares. Possibly should have given it up. Hodge will advance it into the half court. Mulligan has it, tries to turn the corner, will have to back out. Little handle, goes with the left hand. Tough, takes the tough one. And again, everybody commits to the break. Easy two, and it's about just commitment to running the break, running the lanes, seeing advantage. And unless the defense makes you pull it out, be aggressive. 10-2 start for the home team. Mulligan will take the pick and roll. No option on the roll, but they still get it in there. Hodge takes a tough one late on the clock. His short defensive rebound belongs to Calamares. And Venezuela again in transition. And Vargas tried to thread it through the eye of an eagle. A little bit of footwork, so Venezuela will retain possession. It's a dangerous time in the game here, so early for the Virgin Islands. They cannot allow Venezuela to just break out to a big early lead. A little light on resources. They need to hang around, make this tight, make this tough. Ball's turned over, Hodge has it, chance to break, 3-on-2. We've got a foul in transition. And Hector Julien takes one for the team. Luis Berthelmy checks in. Hodge takes the high screen, rips it through, wraps the pass around, the open three turned down, wide open off the extra pass to the corner. Never threatened to get high enough. Again, transition basketball for Venezuela, blocked in transition. Ball's retained, they got a chance to reorganize, reset, but they do not stop, straight inside and keep the ball up. Nectar Calamares is rewarded for the effort of running the floor. He gets the foul. We'll go to the free throw line. Milligan picks up first personal. Calamares can't complete the first of the free throws. And the free throw line is a little bit of a journey for Néstor Calamares. 44% in the first round of World Cup games. You can see that number. Well, lead pass for the two is no good. Great work on the glass, gets the drop. And the hard work is rewarded as Khaled Hart picks up his first two. Durant has his options. Action offer. Screen down, multiple screens, good movement. Great change of angle, inside, out. Attack the closeout, take it to the ring, he's blocked. Great, Laron Smith getting up there. Khaled Hart thinks about it, will move it on. Great ball movement. The three is off, defensive rebound ends up with Vargas. He looks long and just throws it out of bounds. Pedro Churio checks in. As both teams now getting into their rotations. Hart in the half court. Takes the ball screen, stops and pops. That's the front of the ring. The long two is long. And Milligan gets it into the half court. Stops, takes the long two. No one else touches the basket. It was never a great sign unless you really are feeling it. Nice seal, easy two, great execution. Hodge turns down the screen, kicks to the corner. Foul's called on the floor. Graterol will check in for Venezuela. Subs coming in for Virgin Islands 2. And that's Jason Perry-Murray. And one. Tremendous finish by Hodge under pressure. Protected it, gets to the far side of the ring. Gets his first 2 points, draws the contact, and will go to the free throw line. To say this Virgin Island team can score. Their issue is the other end of the floor. They've got to get back, and they've got to get Venezuela into the last third of the shot clock as often as they can. Hodge completes the three-point play. Great execution, great read on the screen, and once Zamora got his feet set, there was only ever going to be one result. Milligan gets to the far side of the ring, gets his own rebound, goes back up, and one. Oh, they're going to call a double dribble. Perry-Murray got it, and then they go back up with it. Staggered screen. Oh, nice look. Tremendous execution. The defense really didn't do a great job communicating, but you've still got to execute the screen, and you've still got to make the pass. Thelmy goes to the line for the and one. Really a great, great look. You've got to read the pass and get it from A to B. And he completes the three-point play, and we've got an 11-point margin with 3:03 to go in the first. Substitutions coming in for the Virgin Islands. Full court pressure is everything that this Venezuelan lineup does is at speed. They want to move it in the half court quickly. They want to get it inside early. Turnover though, running the other way. Hart has a look, doesn't like his options, and Hodge gets it back. Gray moves it on, Hart gets it. Takes the ball screen, slices through the hard show. Wide open for three is no good. Defensive rebound is hauled in by Gatorol. They take the early three. That was short. The game's getting very stretched. Nice pass. Super finish by Gray. Really got out on the break, took a little contact, got a nice angle on the glass, picks up the 2. Same outcome. They get lost on that down screen action. Zamora goes to 5 personal. And as long as you're looking in the right place, you're going to make that pass. Poor defensive breakdown for the Virgin Islands. Once, bad enough. Twice, unforgivable. Well, again, they just lob it up there. Somehow, the Virgin Islands have got to find a way to slow down this Venezuelan lineup. If they can do that, they have a real chance in the game. Hodge, chance to tick it over, get the Virgin Islands into double digits. So Hodge will sit, he'll get the minute now. That's the quarter break, and then he'll be ready to go again. Gregory Vargas, chance to Venezuela into the half court. Again, they look to throw it inside. Guerrero can't complete the play. Hart outside the keyway, 6 on the possession, tries to break it down, turns it over. Point of transition again from Venezuela, so good. I don't think we need to be showboating right now. The crowd want to be entertained though. Well, there's the foul. Whether they're going to call it in the act of or on the floor, looks like they're going to say it's on the floor. Well, that'll do it for the first quarter. Let's see, got some confirmation of the scoreline, 24-11, and Venezuela on course to match their round 1 averages. Well, statistically, Venezuela 60%, only 1 from 4 out from the 3-point line. The 60% largely points in transition. Really have got down the floor very, very well. Dominant on the glass. But the Virgin Islands have missed that many shots that that would give Venezuela that number of rebounds. Here we go then, start of quarter two. Venezuela dominant in that first quarter. The Virgin Islands just have to spend some time with the basketball. They cannot run up and down with this Venezuelan team. Just about get it in against the 5 count. Milligan will move it on. Hodge gets it off the down screen. Little advantage, little floater with the left hand. And they're going to give the 2 and the 1. And the unhappiest man on the floor is Nestor Calamares. Looked like he took a little easy fall there against the work being undertaken on the glass by Laron Smith. And he didn't box him out hard. Smith can't complete the 3-point play. Inside touch. Calamares inside, outside, wants to reposition. Spinning baseline, has it knocked away. Just about stays with the play, doesn't get it away. That hits nothing, so there's a 24 violation. So the Virgin Islands get the score, get a stop. Getting Venezuela into the last third of the shot clock must be an objective here. Do not let this become a full court game. Venezuela trying to keep the game a full court game, pick up early. Angel Rivera came to collect. There's a lot of Virgin Islands shirts back there. There's a lot of that makes it easy defensively. You got to space this out a little bit. Rivera beats the pressure relatively easily, gets it into the half court. Nice handle. Little hesitation. They go inside, outside for the 3, is off. Offensive rebound, they're going to recycle that one. Hodge breaks the defense down. Scoops it, doesn't get the drop. Defensive rebound finally pulled in. Chance of Vargas in transition. Nice bounce pass across the width of the court for 3 is short. And Hodge, game getting stretched. We got a foul as Cholillo takes one for the team. But again, tries to get to the far side of the ring and stays with the play. Comes up with a tough finish. And the Virgin Islands get it into single digits. First 2 points for Milligan. The great thing about scoring, as much as a tick in the scoreboard, is it stops this Venezuelan team running down the floor. But what it doesn't stop is that quality from the 3-point line as Jimenez just knocks down the 3. Rivera, a little hesitation, kicks it. Foul line jump shot is good. And Milligan gets back-to-back scores. Vargas looks at his options. Again, in rhythm, the catch and release is long. Good box out again by the Virgin Islands. Really have worked on looking after things on the glass. They leave Rivera alone. There's a reason normally when you're left alone. Oh, what a block, what an effort. Ignites the crowd. They're going to underline it with a 3 in transition. No, they're not. He's on the glass this end as well. Aruas just took off. Easy 2 going back the other way for Milligan, who really is ticking it over for the Virgin Islands. 6 points personal. Well, Walter Hodge doesn't help the situation that the Virgin Islands are faced with by picking up the technical. So 9-point lead for the home country as Julien gets his 3rd point of the game. Lewis, it's his first time in the game. Well, again, the extra pass for the wide open shot. They can't complete, but an unopposed rebound. Easily converted by Nectar Colomalis, and you might say unopposed, but he's worked for that position. Virgin Islands take their 2nd time out. Just looks at times with the limited resources Colon has that they're going to take these for a blow for people. Milligan needs the scorers with 6. Smith's done a nice job on the glass.
Be smart. Ahora, ¿cómo rompemos la zona? ¿Cómo rompemos la zona? Del rebote, el 2 y el 3 y el 5, el 4. Y llegamos. Y llegamos. Sacalo, están todos los 4 y los 5 llegando y están todos mis match en los primeros 5 segundos. Vean este balón, hombre. Y nos sacamos el problema.
Now that is how to work. That is how to get back, and then an incredibly athletic block by Miguel Luez. There he is. Five to go in the first half. And the Virgin Islands have stopped the bleeding. Just need to eat into the lead to get themselves into a manageable situation. Nice cut, should be an easy 2 over the top of the help side. Beautiful pass. Gonna go high pick and roll. Feet set for the 3 is off. And again. Another whistle on the play. And they've lost their way a little. Venezuela came out so energized. And then they got a little sloppy. You will turn the ball over when you're running the floor and trying to score points in transition, but 7 turnovers in the half against the Virgin Islands is not something they would have expected. You can just build on this going into the halftime break, get the score line into single digits. When you slow them down, they've still got that perimeter threat. You just got to get them into the last third of the shot clock. Really force them to take a bad shot. Great penetration by Hodge. The 3 is gone. It's long. Defensive rebound is secured. Jimenez will advance it. And the 3 is long from the corner. Thelmy can't get it to drop. Water Hodge has it. Chance to get it back into single digits with the 3. Oh, they've got numbers down the floor, and Venezuela getting a little ragged. Hodge with the mid-range 2 is no good. Offensive rebound is pulled in by Milligan, who really has numbers. Hodge from the 3-point line is no good. Defensive rebound collected by Lewis, and they've turned it over the other way. Oh, and there you see the ankle go. That's a little worrying. Dwight Lewis will almost certainly not play any further part in this game. Looks like that's a sore one. The Virgin Islands trying to eat into the 12-point lead. They've definitely stopped the rot here. A whistle. Hodge puts it on the floor, kicks it long 2. Jones doesn't get it to drop. Much better tactically here from the Virgin Islands. They really do. They really have upped the effort defensively. Come up with stop after stop now. Last 2 minutes of the half. Can't get it to drop. into the half court. Oh, great second move. And the travel call, absolutely correct. It's been around this 12, 13-point margin for a while. Virgin Islands in the zone still, trying to squeeze some momentum out of the game. High post pick, Hodge again gets to the inside, doesn't get the drop. And they're going to give the 2 because of interference. 9 points personal for Hodge. Well, they take the deep 3, which is short. Defensive rebound is collected by Laurent Smith. Hodge has it. Last 30 seconds of the half. If they could just score here, get it into single digits. Inside, outside. Ruiz had the wide open look. Now he takes the 3. Never looked that confident on it. Last 15 seconds, and they've turned it straight back, Venezuela. Virgin Islands goes up, gets the 2. And Milligan again shows his worth. They take the halfway line shot, and to no avail. And that's a great second quarter for the Virgin Islands. It looked like they were going to get run away with in that first quarter. They lost the first quarter 22-11. Automatic response was to keep Venezuela down to 15 in that second quarter, of which they then hit 17. So now it's single digit. There's the confirmation. Venezuela have a 37 to 28 point lead at the half. Venezuela shooting a very healthy 57%, only 21% from the three-point line, but 21 looks impressive against 0 for 11 for the Virgin Islands. Any semblance of a regional shooting percentage would put them right back in this. Well, Milligan has gone into double digits, has 10 of the 28 points. Excellent first half performance. And the key, the obvious key in the first period was just not being ready to play at this level. There was too many easy opportunities for Venezuela in transition. Now, whether it was that play with the block by Laurent Smith or whatever it was, something sparked this group of players. So Virgin Islands have found a way to control the game in terms of get some control from their perspective onto the game. Well, as a testimony to the way the Virgin Island team just hung around. The fact they've got it back to single digit gives them a real shot at this in the second half. We'll leave you with these highlights, and we'll be back in around 10 minutes to see if they can continue to build on that good second quarter, slow down Venezuela, and give themselves a shot at a real shock on the road. We'll see you shortly for the second half. Well, welcome back to Caracas. Crowd needed a break, should we say. The game was, well, it's pretty much end to end for chunks of that second quarter. And the Virgin Islands found a way to that takes some doing. Let's just give that man a rig hand, because putting on a little show for the people around him. He's going to slow a version there. But as we were saying, the Virgin Islands found a way to compete. Got it back to a 9-point game at the half, keeping Venezuela to 37. The issue that the Virgin Islands had, it's only 28 points. A team that averages nearly 90 points a game, only knocking down 28.5. They really did struggle against Venezuela's trademark defense. There we go. Well, not as much enthusiasm, should we say, to his counterpart earlier on. This crowd has come to expect success with this national team. Big crowd here in Caracas. The home fans are just loving this World Cup. A chance to see a national team play. Yeah, you've seen the comments of the president of the Greek Federation following the European qualifier success for Greece over Serbia this evening. Classic European qualifier. Now that everybody needs to get behind this, because you cannot get this support for the sport in any other way apart from the national team. And you know, these fans are getting to see their country playing competitive basketball on a regular basis. It just builds an impact. And with the success of Venezuela, you know, with the way they build their defense, then it doesn't matter who they're going to be playing against. They're tough to score against. Keeping the Virgin Islands, who was a free scoring team, to 28 points, big achievement. Great basis for success. Well, welcome back. Hope you've enjoyed the halftime break. And Venezuela will get the first look at it in the half court. Colomares gets it at the high post, looks at his options, will hit the third side in this case. John goes inside, doesn't get the job. Colomares going hard after it. Whistle on the play. No substitute for hard work, and that was hard work. No, his free throws, if he could improve his free throw shooting, it would really enhance his prospects to develop that career even further. Colomares goes to 7 points, 7 rebounds, and the lead back out to double digits. Milligan nowhere to go, needs a pass, finds one. Well, just about finds one, should we say. Philip Jones has it. 5 on the possession. Milligan has to put up the tough one from the foul line and gets it to go. Stayed with it. You've got to give him credit for that. 12 points personal. Lead back to single digits. In the corner for 3 is off. Great work by Colomares on the glass. Kicked out for the 3 is no good from Zamora. And Hodge gets his first chance to handle it, gives it up. Ball's kept alive, Virgin Islands will collect. Hodge on the closeout, gets in the lane, doesn't get the ball to drop. Great work on the glass. Ruiz does a nice job owning it. Calamares can't complete the play, and he's going to have to go back to that free throw line again. And why wouldn't you foul him if he's only shooting 40% from the free throw line? Well, I hate to be ultra critical, but you can make yourself a solid free throw shooter. You might not make yourself a great one, but you can make yourself a 60% free throw shooter. 0 for 2 again, and to underline the problem, foul called as Calamares tries to recover the situation, picks up the personal, and the Virgin Islands have a chance to cut this to 6 or 5. Hodge will advance the basketball. Whistle on the play. Zamora picks up the personal. Milligan will inbound. Hodge once, doesn't get. And this is a very, very good phase for the Virgin Islands. Aggressively put it on the floor, they're going to get fouled. They find themselves at the free throw line. Luis has a chance to make this a 6-point game. Frustration beginning to creep in a little bit to Venezuela. Well, 1 from 2. Hodge has it, turns down the screen. Now he may use it. Is it knocked away and stolen, but 2-on-1. All they have to do is get the open look. And Zamora flashes it for 2. You cannot give easy points. Milligan. Step back, takes the tough 2. And there's a rebound foul, loose ball foul. Oh, and the lights have gone out in the arena. Hold on to your horses, don't move, stay still, don't panic. Someone hasn't paid the meter bill. Needs someone to get a few coins and put them in the box. You look at these highlights while we've got some electrical issues in the gym. No lights at the moment. So while they're trying to sort that out, you can just enjoy some highlights of that first half as Venezuela built a lead and just imposed themselves physically and technically on the Virgin Islands. But they stuck in it and then stopped the rot. And when the lights went out, it's a 9-point game. Well, we'll get right back to you as soon as we get the lights on, and hopefully that won't be too long. So check out the website, take a look on live stats or on the various TV options to see the other games. But as you can see here, game delayed due to blackout. We'll be back as soon as we've got something to report. At the moment, all we would be doing is describing some very dark pictures. We'll hopefully speak to you very, very soon when we'll be back live. Well, just to update those of you, if you're joining us, you're waiting for some updates here. As you probably guessed, the arena lighting has failed, but obviously there'll be numerous people trying to get these lights back on. Obviously, there is power still in the facility. You can see the advertising hoardings. Looks a little bit lighter than before, but I'm not sure if that's just the emergency lighting that's come on for safety reasons. But rest assured, there are people in Caracas trying to do everything they possibly can to get the light back on, and then we will continue what is becoming a very interesting game as the Virgin Islands try and hang in here. So we'll be back with some updates as soon as we get anything, but in the meantime, As I say, we are trying, and everything is being done to try and get the game back on as quickly as possible. So hopefully we'll be back shortly as the game will continue. The update, just to keep you abreast of what's going on. We understand that arena lighting is being able to be turned on, but it's that type of lighting that can take some time to warm up. So hopefully it won't be that much longer before we get back underway. Any more updates, obviously, ahead of then, I will let you know. As you can see, the arena beginning to look like it's ready to play a game. Obviously, it's got to get a little bit lighter than it currently is, but it's moving in the right direction. We'll speak to you soon.
En la que te traicionó, el perfume de mi piel lo que te cautivó, que ya no tiene excusa para tu traición, que tuviste mil motivos que entre razón, que quizás te habla al oído como ya y no, o en mí el del fuego de la pasión, ya no le mientas más y admite tu error, y si por mí lo pidas perdón digo, queda de ti el
Well, as you can see, we have light. Let there be light. And lighting warming back up. And I don't think it's going to be that long before we're at the right level so we can restart this game. Obviously, players have stayed active. They've been on the court as soon as there was any type of light that they could safely go out on the court and stay loose. So they've been on the floor. The difficult thing in this situation is mentality. Which team is going to be able to stay focused and concentrated under the break? So, and the other thing you've got to say it might help is that the Virgin Islands, with less of a bench, less depth to their roster, you know, it's going to give people like Walter Hodge a very good chance to recover, and perhaps that's going to increase his minutes, which is going to be good for the Virgin Islands. Obviously, I spoke too soon because it's got a little darker since I've started to come back to you. But so the latest update is things are looking a little bit more positive here in Caracas. Teams are getting back into huddles, and I don't think it's going to be that much longer before we restart this game. Sometimes TV lights are a little bit misleading. The thing you can see automatically on the court is that there is not a consistency of lighting on the court. Some areas are darker than others, and I think that will be the biggest issue we may have for a while until we get some consistency across the whole court. So that's what we might be waiting for now. We'll be back with you shortly if or when there's an update. But it's looking pretty hopeful here in Caracas that we'll be underway in the not too distant future. So we'll be back with you shortly. Well, here we go then. With 7:04 to go in the third, the lighting is restored. And the referees on the table just trying to sort themselves out. You'd have thought they'd have had a few minutes before the lights are fully to resolve all this. There's enough light in the gym now. Gotta be a bit efficient, guys. Come on. Here we go then. I'm very pleased to say we're back up and running here. And obviously, again, as I said, I think it's about the mentality here. Which team is going to be able to restart this game more effectively? Hodge on the inside, whips it. The mid-range two is good. And Jones comes out of the break for the lights with a hot hand. 7-point game. Virgin Islands hanging in. Vargas doesn't get the drop. Great offensive rebound. Luis again shows his athleticism on the glass. Vargas lines up the three, can't get it to drop. Another tremendous effort by Luis on the glass, and he gets rewarded for the offensive rebound, but they come up short again with a three, and they settled for the three. Jones tries to back up his two with a three in transition, and the big man's got to get back and get on the glass. So Venezuela. Zamora on the inside, whistle on the play, foul on the cut. Walter Hodge picks up the personal. Gregory Vargas is going to check back in. That's Hodge's third foul, and you've got to roll the dice if you're the Virgin Islands with Walter Hodge. It's not like you're deep to sit him down and try and protect him. You're going to have to, well, it's like 2 fouls on Hodge, not 3. Correct, graphic is corrected. Zamora steps in for the mid-range 2, just knocks it down, solid. Hodge will understand this is crucial. Coming out of that lighting break, if he can get some momentum with the Virgin Islands, that could really set him up for this, for the fourth quarter. Turnaround hook shot is, to say the least, speculative by Laron Smith. Jose Vargas finds Gregory, knocks down the 3. And again, shots in transition. Early offense for Venezuela. Ball comes off Vargas, fortunately rebounds to Hodge. The 3 is away and knocked down. Jonathan Gray responds with the 3 and restores the single-digit margin. Vargas flashes to the foul line, gets the mid-range shot away, is no good. Someone wants it. And this is the Virgin Island problem. Their consistency of effort. Ball bounced around on the defensive end. They've just got to go get it. It's not about a 40-minute game almost now. It's about 17 minutes of basketball. Can they play hard enough to come up with the upset? Zamora will inbound the basketball on the baseline. Goes long. And Vargas. Looking for back-to-back 3s is no good. Offensive rebound and foul. And Colomales, who's been a hard worker all night, comes up with another offensive rebound. The only issue he has is he will step to the free throw line. And as we've seen already, it's a little bit of a journey, to be polite. So Colomara's 3 for 9 so far from the free throw line. This is not where he's paid and earned a living, but they come up with the offensive rebound. And you've got to hope, if you're a Virgin Island fan, they just knuckle down here and just work hard on the glass. Jose Vargas moves it on. Gregory puts it on the floor, gets into the keyway, kicks it wide open for Zamora for 3 is good, and Zamora continues to impress. And yet another turnover. It's been like half-court basketball for the last 2 minutes. And Jose Vargas just rubs salt into the wound. Coach Colon wants to take a timeout. They've got it to 9. All of a sudden, it's back out to 15. In fact, there wasn't a timeout. It doesn't appear. You have to ask why. Looks like they need one. Zamora's only played one of the previous World Cup games in the first round. But looking every inch a key player for Venezuela going forward. And the bleeding has to stop right now for Virgin Islands. The table is trying to say that there was a timeout call. All very animated. And they're victims of their own shortcomings at the moment, Virgin Islands. If they'd have rebounded, they wouldn't be in this position. And even if they hadn't rebounded, then one of these 3s would have counted. The rest.
Relocate. Okay, get the shooter.
Would have been down the other end of the floor playing offense. Virgin Islands timeout. Team leaders, Milligan has 12. Smith is doing his best on the glass, 9 rebounds, but he needs some help. Zamora's having a very solid game. Really destroying the Virgin Islands on the glass. 42 to 24 on the glass, 13 offensive rebounds. for Venezuela. This game is being won, and more importantly, from a Virgin Island perspective, being lost on the glass. 14-second reset. No, sorry, should be a 24-second reset, which it is. And full court pressure again for Venezuela. They go lob on the inbound pass. Walter Hodge says he'll take it, feels the double team. Well, they scramble it over the halfway line. Tough move, that's just swatted away. Ruiz from the weak side. Zamora for two is good, and Venezuela restore normal service. Running the break. Putting the Virgin Islands under real pressure. Milligan breaks the foul line. Inside, tries to step through for space. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and with 1 second on the possession, it's a catch and shoot situation. Well, they get it away. Don't hit anything. Chance for Venezuela to run. Ball doesn't hit the floor. Vargas all the way to the ring for two. Tremendous execution of the break. It's out to a 19-point lead. It's been literally in the last 2.5 minutes. This game has just got away from the Virgin Islands. 16 fast break points. Another turnover. Ball's blocked and still stays with Venezuela. Zamora couldn't get it away. No one moves. That's the biggest issue for Venezuela, is no one moves. Sorry, for the Virgin Islands, no one moves on penetration. Defense can help because you're not looking to pass. Vargas finds some space. Nice pass. Way to share the basketball. Calamares gets the two, but beautiful pass. Beautiful, beautiful pass. Execution was excellent. And this team is having fun right now. 2:29 to go in the third. They've now opened it up to a 21-point margin. Well, we did ask the question before the game. Would Virgin Islands be able to get their offense going in the same way they did in the first round, averaged over 85 points per game? Or would it be the Venezuelan defense that would hold sway? One of the best defenses in the World Cup qualifiers in the Americas. And the answers for the air on the scoreline, 57-36. A team that averages 85 has 36 in three. Vargas out top, just over 2 to go in the third. 7 on this possession. Gregory Vargas going baseline, tries to drop it into Jose, and they can't get it to drop. Venezuela in the penalty, so the Virgin Islands get a chance of some respite and a chance to tick the scoreboard over. Well, Hodge goes to 10 personal. Well, Calamares will sit down. And Virgin Islands show some pressure, but Venezuela push. Vargas will still retain possession. Ball came off. Jason Murray steps in. Oh, a little runner is no good. Chance to run. Oh, tremendous defensive effort by Vargas, but Milligan chases it down. Hodge moves it on. Amir Nesbitt. Sorry, Khalid Hart. The long two is no good. Got a defensive rebound, and foul's going to be called on Jason Murray. And we're going to take the long walk down the floor as both teams are in the penalty. Well short. Hodge just pushes, goes coast to coast off the glass for two. And Water Hodge still ticks it over. Still hanging around, 17 down. Friendly hometown ring reestablishes the 20-point lead. And Jimenez goes 3 from 4 from the three-point line. It's a stat line you'd want. Water Hodge tries to break it down in the lane, floats it, does not get the drop, but gets the whistle. He will go to the free throw line in the last minute of this third quarter. Again, when they're at this tempo, even though the three is way short, and poor mistake by Jason Murray. Vargas with a floater for two. All those years of experience, gets to the bottom of the shot clock. And the 32-year-old just pops up the floater, gets the two, reestablishes the lead by 20, and Virgil Island should hold for the last shot. Possession down to 10 seconds. Here's Water Hodge. Stops, goes inside with a pass, and all under pressure. 5 seconds, more than enough time for Venezuela to get something they want. Vargas has it, moves it on, feet set, long three is way short. And that'll do it for three. The much delayed third quarter reaches the end. And at the end of three, Venezuela have established command here. They lead at 62-42. But the World Cup app, if you want any information on where we are with the World Cup, including statistics such as these, with Venezuela shooting 55, 27, and 36. The 36 and the free throw line is just entirely down to Calamares, who's had a nightmare from the free throw line. But stats, highlights of every game, just download the app from your normal app provider and sit back, enjoy it. And if you're a Venezuelan fan, you are going to enjoy this type of game every single day. It looked for a while, though, Virgin Islands, after that break for the lighting, were right in this, kept it in single digits for a while, and then Venezuela just exploded. And the issue that the Virgin Islands have had in various games, get really flat patches where their opponent will score points in bunches. Team has the desire to run at every opportunity. And that tempo really suits. Start of the fourth quarter then. The Virgin Islands trail 62-42. Have the basketball. Gray will move it on. Milligan and Gray. Now they've got to penetrate. Now they're stuck. Milligan flies up the three, is no good. Work on the offensive boards. And the three is dropped. Milligan knocks it down from the top, closes it to a 17-point margin. Well, they offer the three, and gratefully accepted by Bethelmy, and he can knock down shots. His Liga Sudamericana stats, his performances with the national team tell you you cannot leave him alone with that much time. Amir Nesbitt is no good. And they come up with a two just by sheer effort. Smith goes to 6 personal. That's a travel. That's how you have to do it when you're in this situation. Get a stop, get a score, get a stop, and you're in credit. Nice baseline penetration to the pull-up for Amir Nesbitt. Well, the ball's kept alive by Nesbitt, who's really have a nice impact on this game. When the three is dropped, this is Virgin Island basketball. Don't get too complicated. If you're open, shoot the ball. Gray knocks down the three. Back to 15. Vargas, no help. And they blow the layup. Poor miss by Gatterol. And this is where the Virgin Islands really do have to capitalize on every mistake. Nesbitt with three. Oh, he's just dropped back-to-back threes. Back to a 12-point game. If there's momentum in the gym, it's with the Virgin Islands. Easy pick and roll. They're going to get a whistle on the play because no one helped. Gatterol just trundled down the middle on the roll. Gets the two. Smith picks up his full foul. They can ill afford to lose Smith. Well, the free throw woes continue for Venezuela. Windy Gatterol misses the first. It is something that becomes a little contagious And yet another offensive rebound, and Vargas has it now. Oh, the penetration to the middle should have come down with it. They come another offensive rebound, got a whistle on the play, and again, all the good work defensively undone by just their inability to box out and rebound. Yes, they have some size disadvantages, but the Virgin Islands really do have to do a better job at boxing out. Oh, and they get it to drop. Vargas stepped back into the game when it looked like the Virgin Islands had a shot at making a game of this and automatically made 2 threes. Now he puts it on the floor and takes it to the glass. And he completes the three-point play. Back to a 15-point lead. Try to answer with 3, and they do. Milligan with off the single pass goes to 19 personal. Well, they tried to thread the eye of an needle. They just about recover it. Get a piece of it, but Guerrero stays with the play. He gets his own rebound and gets the 2. And they've just got too many weapons. Rivera will advance it. They take the early 3, is no good. Defensive rebound ends up. With Vargas gets it up. They get the easy 2, re-establishing the 16-point margin. Well, again, Venezuela, it's not so much there, it's the lack of pace getting back, foul on the shot. And Guerrero will go to the free throw line to make this an 18-point game. So they've got to do it all again for an 18-point margin. Now it becomes difficult. Reverse layup. Well, he scoops it for 2. And Milligan again goes to 21 points. He really is carrying the load offensively. Ball's kicked, recovered. Venezuela at the races again. Well, the lead pass was a lot on it, which you've got to think. You've got to hold that pass. Johannes Chifontis. Really got to collect that and finish the play. The early three, and this guy can shoot the basketball. Let's make no bones about it. If this whole Virgin Island team can knock down shots, that's for sure. And Milligan just keeps continuing to impress. Last 4 minutes coming up. Virgin Islands have hung around. Milligan's third foul. Well, Gatorade on the free throw line. And this weakness, that's what it is. To make free throws, it may not hurt them today in this game, but you know it's going to cost them a game later in this competition, without a shadow of a doubt. Gatorade makes the second, the two, and it's a 17-point margin. Aubrey Daniel inbound the basketball, gets a little stretch there, gets his first time on the floor. Water Hodge goes upstairs. They didn't quite time it, but they still retain the possession. 9 on the clock. Jones goes up, can't get it to drop. New full team. Tough shot, cannot get back in this, making tough shots. Overthrew the pass. You have to almost, you don't accept it, but you realize you will make more mistakes if you're trying to push the ball at speed. 15 turnovers for Venezuela, as Hodge has it, gets it into the half court. Vargas looks long again. This is too easy. They blow it. Too easy a look, though. They break it down. Open, likes the three, lets it go early. No one's on the glass. And Venezuela get it into the half court again. Well, Goro's going to go back to the free throw line. To say that Gatorade does not walk to the free throw line looking confident is an understatement. Still shooting 40, nearly just under 43% as a team, and you can see why. Goro's going to sit. He's replaced by Conemaras. Hodge successfully beats the pressure on this occasion. 43%. Been there 23 times, that's the positive, but have only made 10 of them. Hodge will attack it. Gets all the way to the ring for two. Finishes it really nicely. Protected the ball. Took the drive lane when offered. Finishes the play. 16 points personal. .16 margin, 1:27 to go. Venezuela well on the way to starting the second round with the win. It'll take them on to a 6-1 record. It'll reduce the Virgin Islands to 2-5. Another inside touch, quick whistle. .110 to go. Venezuela started like a house on fire. They were quick, they're up and down, they finished plays in transition. It's become a little bit more of a war of attrition as the game has developed, but they've always managed to retain control. There's the timeout called. $26 points, really great performance. Smith with 12 rebounds has really chipped in.
What is over here?
Excelente como siempre el público de Venezuela.
So after the timeout, Virgin Islands will have it on the sideline. Let's hope they've drawn something up that gives them some momentum to try and finish this game on a high. Hodge has it. Whistle on the play. Down the first, brings up the 70 for the Virgin Islands. They're only 14 down. It's one of those, if they hadn't had those two periods where they just gifted points to their opponent, this could have been interesting. Well, it is interesting. It's not trying to underestimate the quality of the Venezuelan performance. Well, Vargas will sit. Last time out for the Venezuelans.
Y declaraciones finales de los protagonistas de este encuentro, @oficial FIBA.
Aquí, pero la parte afuera, contigo, with you.
Este domingo, en Plaza Arena, el escenario.
Saltar y cambiar. Saltar y cambiar. No, ya que tienes 8.
Well, his team has done well this evening. They had some periods of time where the Virgin Islands really did get after it and did become very competitive, but Coach Duro should be happy with his team after the timeout. Amir Nesbitt will inbound the basketball. It's a blocking foul. Good move by Hodge. Quality. Well, Venezuela have shown across the World Cup that they have a way of playing at both ends of the floor that could be incredibly effective. A coach that's incredibly demanding. All the ingredients are there for Venezuela to go deep into the World Cup. Will the Virgin Islands give themselves the chance to be there with them? Mineth on the free throw line. 35 seconds remain. Well, they come up empty again from the free throw line. They've got to improve that aspect of it. Well, the wraparound pass meant for Amir Nesbitt. Found row 5 in the on the stands in front of the cameras. And the crowd trying to celebrate. Three is away, is long. Hodge comes down with it. Ball retained by the Virgin Islands. Hodge is going to get the last shot. Step through the defense. And that'll do it. Venezuela, with an 87-73 win, get the second round underway with the victory. They will be no worse than joint top after the first day of action in the Americas. So that was professional. It dealt with the lighting failure. They didn't miss a beat. They run the break as well as anybody that we've seen today in the World Cup. Everybody commits at the point of transition. So they thanked the home crowd. 87-73. Scores by quarter show how dominant they were in the second half. 50 points in the second half. Game stats, Venezuela at 53-31. The only number that you don't like is the 48% from the free throw line. That has to improve. Dominance on the glass, 56-39, including 20 offensive rebounds, 24 assists. They're the numbers that show dominance. Well, Zamora with a cameo in the last few minutes. Milligan had a big game for the Virgin Islands, 26 points personal. Zamora impressed. Zamora and Vargas, the Jimenez all in double digits. Hodge and Milligan, the only two guys that really got going for the Virgin Islands. Tough night at the office for the Virgin Islands. They will move on. And they really do need to get a win. That win's going to have to be on the road. Venezuela will be joined by either Brazil or Canada after tonight's games. The Virgin Islands drop to 2-5. And well, there'll be 3 games back on an automatic qualification spot. So the Virgin Islands underline that they are a team with enormous potential. Will they deliver? Well, they're making big strides to qualify for the World Cup. Their defense is their biggest asset. They're very aggressive, very quick onto the ball. So these highlights will tell you that this Venezuelan team has the ability to score, has the ability to run.